survive, because I do think that Alliance's draft is going to be very scary going into the later game stages, but they have to shut down the Viper, and they have to find ways to shut down the Viper key hero here, because I don't think they're going to be able to shut down the other heroes. Maybe whoever's going off lane, but this is interesting. Both games now VP, smoking up, just warding around the map.
Yeah, they got no fear of smoke right away so that he could see if anybody was looking to block out his camp. Ake was first technically on the scene to get a ward down, but he used that ward in the mid lane to put the advantage there. But now with this extra bit of vision from Virtus Pro, they could just see exactly how the lanes are going to be potentially panning out. He sees vision of Ake hustling all the way towards that top lane to just try to see if the off laner is going to plant a ward there. They'll see Loda's going to be playing the Slardar to like join his side, and this is some good early intel from Virtus Pro. It does leave their bottom half of the map a bit in the dark, but I'm anxious to see what they're looking to do with this early piece of information. And you know, Yoki is already trying to be the gatekeeper here at the top of the hill, and they will easily avoid the trouble from Alliance in this early roam.
So where are they going to put it? Oh, they actually know it's getting placed there too. They actually pinged it. Pinged it again? Any more pings? Do we? Oh, bad. AGM.
Very good for Virtus Pro, and they have sentries to work with as well, so they will definitely be able to take down the ward. And EGM actually hanging around this mid lane here. Oh my goodness, he could... Oh no, the courier looks like it's going to be heading more south. Virtus Pro... Oh, now it's back mid, but EGM's still here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. EGM's eyeballing it. He's going to go for it, I think. He'll see it in lane, and now he might creep in. He's got the golden staff. Can he get it? Come here, you little son of a gun. Bop! Oh, it moves!
Oh,
it moves! They see it!
Fast.
They see it just in time, and they pull it back and away. And Rubik not going to be able to get the courier grab. Very close, though.
It was still a good attempt, although it wastes a lot of time. But this is also really good, too, because they're going to be able to shut down G. Might get first blood here.
Okay, nice pull back into the stun. Beautifully done. We typically see that, you know, as a support pairing in itself, but, you know, Alliance showing that they've been a team since what feels like nearly the start of Dota, and they have flawless execution on their first gank for G in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Need to shut down the Viper ASAP. And what better way than to set that up? That was a kind of a misplay coming in from G2. He saw the Rubik coming from his left, so he could have hugged the right side a little bit better, but more action, rotation in the top lane. No Fear is trying to find out where he wants to go. It's like,
he just
where
dropped
should I
the
go?
sentry, so they see that Ob's at the high ground, but obviously he can't do anything about it. Yoku can't do anything about it. Actually, only Vengeful Spirit or Tango. Okay, unless he can't get it. Nope.
It's fired too long. So I think what happened is he's like, okay, Yoku, I want you to take it. I want you to take this 100 gold and the XP. But he waited too long, and then it...
Yep. The vision from a sentry is not very long. Sometimes I feel like I'm lucky to get the D ward within the duration of its vision, but yeah, because of that, try to be a complement handoff. Doom's not going to be able to take it down. The ward will still stay until they get some sort of ranged action up there to kind of take care of it. But flirting around the mid lane now, FNG is going on the move with his Vengeful Spirit here, but it's a lot of attention towards his mid lane. EGM still around, and now even No Fear looking to show up with the Golem ability. He makes his move for S4, lobs out the rock, boom, chucks, hits in the head, and look at that. Flank from the other side, FNG will be waiting for him. Beautiful pincer play coming out from Virtus Pro. They'll get their response and revenge for G in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's a really good, smart rotation coming in from FNG. You can't zone out a Faceless Void when you have an Abaddon core and Avenge. Just no way. All you can do is pull and go for runes, and then if you can still make those plays in the mid lane. Because Lesh doesn't have an escape mechanism. Good play. Gonna put some damage here on G. Shouldn't be able to kill him, but...
Oh, they're hurting him pretty hard though, but G wants to fight. No Fear's here, chucks another rock, boop, pops him up. No Fear looking to go in, gets the kill. Virtus Pro will pick up that one.
Oh, he's got the stun.
Alliance here. Not going to go down with a fight. Oh no, swing and a miss on the stun. They might get a follow-up Fairy Fire. And no, the right click. Thank you so much, Ice Frog, for that increased melee damage or melee attack range. Doom goes down, 2 baby Doomlings pop up. No Fear doesn't care about his babies though, and he'll just let them die apparently. But nonetheless, Virtus Pro going to be very happy with that trade. And Ryu, I don't know if we ever mentioned, but it is Aloha Dance playing this bad. This is going to be a position 1 at bad.
Yeah, it's It's gonna be good in this situation where I'm gonna be curious to see what he first. Maybe he'll go for the drums, Vlad's, or he might just go for Vlad's first or something to help out for the pushes. But it's gonna be a utility, you know, Abaddon, and then Mechanism from Viper, and they're just gonna have so much sustain in the team fights. I just don't see how Alliance is gonna burst them. I'm not saying it's over at all, but they have to start playing better in this melee. Like F4 only has 8 PS at 4 minutes in the game, and he's already died twice. So this is not the start you wanted for Alliance, and needs to have a good
Trouble's coming.
Game.
It ain't gonna get any easier. If S4 turns around right now, okay, he's not gonna be able to. Trouble runs right into his path here. FNG actually takes the high ground here, sees EGM, and they might swing around for him. EGM is gonna be first to pull off, and it looks like he will avoid the trouble, but this is Virtus Pro style. That's unfortunate for Virtus Pro, but you know, they really wanted to make sure they got the mid lane vision here, and now they're looking to surround EGM. S4 is still not back yet, and by the time he gets back, his partner's going to be dead. And he's gone. Virtus Pro, 4 in the mid lane. And this is just what feels like, Ryu, typical Virtus Pro. Bloodthirsty, hungry, and firing on all cylinders right out of the gate, and their lineup complements that to just continue to get better and better as we go. You know, they're hungry right off the bat. 4 minutes hits, they got the darkness. You know, soon enough, Viper's gonna hit his level 6, and Aloha Dance hasn't even entered the game, and now they're gonna be heading mid lane. They're gonna get another kill on F4. Oh my goodness, no fear's going to be going down as a response, and now Bulldog shows up. He's not level 6 yet. He's hustling in, trying to get FNG with the help of the time dilation, but meanwhile, G and Yoku, they're going to go on the back lines. Bulldog will be able to take down FNG. It's a decent fight for Alliance, but they would love to get a lot more, as they now have 4 here to kind of deal with the pressure. G, able to get close enough, and they are going to be bursting down Ake, but finally they will take down that pesky Viper and take a little bit of a net worth swing back their way. A double kill for Bulldog. We've seen that one before. And now it's Yoku being chased from S4 here. EGM looking to cut him off, and he tries to jump right. This is going to be a long-winded chase. Yoku is already bought out. And now is just creating space. Yeah, S4 is like, I'm going to chase this guy for the kill. I need it. And he's not going to get the stun.
At least get the XP.
He will try to get the XP, but he is still only level 4. Oh.
This is why you don't pick left track guy. I mean, the hero is super squishy. It's just a perfect counter pick too from coming MVP, honestly. Sometimes you don't even expect the Viper, and it just countered the hero perfectly. So Alliance picking up their mid right then and there kind of crippled them the game for me, and it's crippling them now too. They have
G shows up. Oh god, Yoku's hustling in to slow him down, man. They are trying to bully the hell out of S4, but Bulldog will be there this time. Steps in, beautiful Chrono will catch out the 2. A follow-up stun will connect, and looks like Alliance might be able to get a good response for themselves. Yoku tries to step away, but they glimpse him right back. Good job from Ake on that one, and they're going to be looking for more. Lotus steps in, gets off the crush, barely able to live, will be able to make the way. He's good. Aloha Dance has entered the battlefield now. Steps forward, hustles for Ake. He's going to be able to get that one. Where the hell has this guy been in the game? And he wants to play. He hustles on forward, and now he's stuck between 2. Can S4 and EGM kite them? No, it looks like Aloha Dance is going to be popping the borrowed time and will 180 the hell out of there. And Virtus Pro came to play in this series, and they're trying to close out Game 2 as fast as they did Game number 1, but as far as we go, the kill score is even, 8-8.
Yeah, they just kind of need to weather the storm and get levels on their supports. So Alliance is actually doing a really good job kind of coming back into the game, but the problem still is, like, EGM is still level 4. S4 is 5, and after played by Ake is just level 4, and they're not getting the levels they desperately need. While on the other side of things, VP, sure, you have a Night Stalker level 4 and Avenge level 4, but they're happy with this. They're creating enough space for their cores, and they're constantly rotating around the map, finding kills. And I think the bigger thing is just having your mid tier 1 tower down in 8 minutes for Alliance. That opens up so much possibilities from VP. But the other side of things, Yoku.
Ake hustles in. And we'll be able to get the glimpse. It pulls it right back to Loda. Loda's going to use the kinetic field as long as possible before he might have to commit any sort of crush play. He's just following him with it. Now we'll be able to commit it here. And the right clicks will come out. Ake will actually pick up the kill on that one. Bottom lane, more action continues. Aloha Dance looking to kind of blitz on in here as Bulldog hustles back, turns around, gets the deny. S4 shows up. He's going to be eating a Viper Strike. G, though, eating a wealth of damage. Can he get off at least some poison damage here? Both him and Aloha Dance will be going down. Another double kill for Bulldog on this one. And Alliance are back in the game. It felt like at first it was going to be them potentially ran over again, but it looks like this time they will survive and try to continue to make the most out of this daytime. Now pushing ahead 11 to Virtus Pro's 8.
Yeah, this is just where VP is just going to get constantly punished when they play super aggressive like this, and they only bring in 2 at a time. Like, it's the same thing last game where for Alliance. Like, you saw 2 go in mid for VP. They died. Now, mid lane. S4 dead again. But wow. That's 3 and 5 right now. 4 assists, but those 5 deaths are brutal right now. Sure, Bulldog is 4-0 right now, but it's not the state of game where you want to be. But Alliance, as long as they don't keep losing too many towers, they've only lost 2 so far, and they need to make sure they prepared for the next nighttime. That's when VP are going to look extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous, and they're going to have to weather that storm. So they're going to set up now before it's nighttime, and they're going to try to fight.
Okay, here they come. It's Virtus Pro. Alliance are trying to be here at attendance. They will be doing this without their Viper G. G's at the bottom lane doesn't have a TP scroll. He's committed for the farm and possibly being the one to build up the mech, it looks like. That mech could be a big tool for Virtus Pro, but because they got caught up in so much fighting, it is going to be delayed a little bit. Okay, he's lingering forward, not level 6 yet, but he's looking to get a glimpse back. But he might glimpse back too much into his face. Bulldog's waiting for the chrono. Will get it onto 3. It will not catch Aloha Dance, so he's going to be isolated. Bulldog tries to ban him versus 3, but now with the help of S4 trying to burst him down with the help of the Pulse Ultimate, might be able to get a good follow-up time dilation for Yoku's going to lock him down, and he's going to be going down. No Fear catches a nice 2-man stun and will force Alliance back. They force off and try to get a hold of S4, and they can't get him yet. Aloha Dance looking to hustle for him. We'll lock into this fight. Can he move in and get it done? Yes, he can. Burst him apart on the back end side. Abaddon is going to, try to possibly go for what looks like a 2v4. They will ultimately lose their No Fear Doom, and it looks like Aloha Dance will be the next one to drop. Borrowed time has already been committed, and he will go down. Another successful fight for Alliance on this one. Without having G present on his Viper, and obviously they might not want to have him there until he has the mech, kind of shows that Virtus Pro are not going to get away with these little 2, 3-man, and possibly even 4-man fights.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, this is looking so good now for Alliance, at least for the level aspect of things, but they're still going to constantly fight. G's and Viz.
Ooh, nice stun on FNG before he's going to be able to get the magic missile off. Follow-up crush from Loda, and that might secure the space for Alliance to make it away. They might have to just settle for an Ake kill here under the tower. Actually, he drops the static storm and will glimpse back No Fear. And with that, Alliance make it away from trouble, and they're already looking for the next objective. Mid lane, they're looking to go for Aloha Dance. They're going to get off the amp damage, but he pops the shield, and it looks like he will be able to avoid any sort of crush from Loda. And instead, Virtus Pro will just have to settle for a tier 1 at the top lane.
Yep. Still the map controls going out for VP, and as we talked about, it's going to be nighttime really soon. So Alliance, they're not out of the clear yet. It's still going to be a bloodbath, and they still have to find ways to call this game. When the ultimates are off cooldown, they're going to have to fight, and then whenever they're on cooldown, they're going to have to split up, try to farm as much as they can, maybe take some towers, because there's just no tower damage at all from Alliance right now. So they're trading tier 2s, and they can then defend the bottom tower. Sure, S4 went for the Diabolic Edict, but I'd be curious to see if VP actually want to go high ground right here. Yeah, they don't have the mechanism, so this could be very bad. It also could be very good, just for at least making Alliance come back.
Courier is coming. It can't go fast enough to finish off. The mech, is going to be back in the stash though. And here comes Virtus Pro. Darkness, swap back, S4, dead. Just like that. He will have buyback, otherwise he'll be on the sidelines for 30 seconds here. Can Alliance afford to let Virtus Pro kind of posture up inside their base?
Yeah, that was a bit of misplay for EGM. Like, he could have stole, swapped, and then swapped him out, but Chrono.
He's trying to save. That's a huge 5-man Chrono catch. Can Alliance do something with it? Big time dilation. Static Storm on top. G almost going to be going down there. Going to get the finish for FNG. G will also drop. Now they look for Aloha Dance. He's going to get the borrow time off. Heals up, but it's just him and Yoku here. Alliance have already isolated Yoku, and they're going to get the follow back. This will turn into a 5-man wide. Beautiful setup from Bulldog at the start, though, with that 5-man Chrono. Virtus Pro, their positioning, unfortunately, just a bit too cluttered up. And Alliance do hold, and they punish.
And Rubik denied himself, so it was a 5-for-0 exchange. Well played from AGM denying, getting a little bit back for not saving that. But still, had to buy back, but well worth it there in that situation. And yeah, when you group up like that, and then you don't have your Viper mech, it's like, sure, I can see understanding making that play, but they can do it again, though, right?
They can do it again.
They can do it again. Like,
they don't have big cooldowns to work around, and they don't even have to use the Doom. They're going to do it again while they got the mech. They're hoping. And you know what? Maybe that could have been pre-plotted for all we know from Virtus Pro. They're like, we're just going to go in there. Alliance can commit everything. We won't commit much. And then for round 2, they'll have nothing left in the tank. And just when they feel like they're confident and they're winning Ryu here in the top lane, that's when we make our move and we strike. And they're looking to do it now. Can they creep in and get the grab here? They're going to see both Loda and S4 pushing out the lane. S4 is going to be low on mana. Can they get into the side jump and stop them? There's going to be the wave. They got the vision. Loda might have to, make it away on his own. S4 not going to be so lucky. He just gets absolutely shreked apart. And Loda will find a corner to TP out from. But Virtus Pro, you can bet anything that they are going to be charging down this top lane. I mean, it looks like S4 is not going to have a buyback either. He's out for 40 seconds.
That's the problem with the buyback there. It's, you're down a lot longer. Chrono will be up, though. Still have the Wombo combo. But as long as BP is spread out and FNG, you just need to stand in the back, swap somebody. Abaddon position himself a little bit better. And they should be able to take this.
Ooh, Echo Saber also done on Bulldog here. Don't see that very often in the Faceless Void, but when you're going to be one of the true DPSers of this game and you're going to have Chronos like that, you might want to get as much as you can with the benefit, of course, of his time lock with double hits. So we'll see if it's going to be enough. Aloha Dance looking to take the tower, holds that borrowed time. And it looks like they'll reposition here. They don't want to get caught in a 5-man Chrono. There's going to be a pullback for G. And a Chrono's going to catch 3. Swap back, though, is going to save G so he can step back and try to get off a good mech. And there it's going to go. Now Static Storm is going to be dropped right at the choke point, but they've already found Bulldog, and they're going to be bursting him down. Now they look for Loda. Virtus Pro with a big fight here. Could quickly end this game. They're going to get S4 down. He drops. He's out for 45 seconds. No buyback is going to be available. No fear looking to retreat. Bulldog buys back. He goes in. Blitz pulls him out, and they're going to get him down. Now they look for G. Can they get it? Alliance, it looks like they are going to be holding. But G's able to get that takedown of the takedown. And with that follow-up, they're also going to get Ake here. He gets dropped. 2 left, and 2 are going to battle it out. Bulldog and Yoku look to square up and have a boxing match here. Bulldog trying to use the Echo Saber, gets the time dilation to jump in, and he gets the triple kill. Whew, it's a long-winded, bloody rumble in the top lane. But Alliance will get the final say at the end. Virtus Pro cannot do any work inside the base.
When was the last time Admiral Bulldog was 11-1 at 16 minutes in the game? I'm pretty sure that's never. Maybe a Furion game or something, but goodness, he's just kind of carrying his team on his back right now. I'm sure he was forced to buy back, but they held and they desperately need it. Still the biggest problem right now for Alliance is S4 is getting 0 item progression, and that's hurting him a lot. But at the same time, still Loda and Admiral Bulldog are. So they can potentially still carry this game. And it's a very even neck-and-neck game. So,
Alliance have spotted FNG. Get up to the high ground, boy. They pull him right up, but they can't finish him off yet. Loda will commit the crush here. Catches on to G. Beautiful Static Storm follow-up from Ake. Is going to catch them all. And now Alliance are looking to take the game right back in their court. They can... Virtus Pro have pushed hard enough into the Alliance base, and now Alliance are going to be fighting back. Bulldog catches a nice Chrono. They'll finish off No Fear first and then move for the rest. They hustle for Yoku. They're going to get the pullback, and they will be able to take him down. Alliance get a 4-man wipe, and now they're going to look to make it another 5-man spread. Aloha Dance is going to fight with everything he can to try to at least get EGM, but it's not going to be happening. There's a time dilation, even a Fade Bolt. Loda picks up that kill, and they're going to go right for the Roche pit. Even a DD rune is waiting for him.
Yep, and that's just like saying thank you for the Roach VP, and time dilation pretty much in this game right now, just crushing Abaddon's hopes and dreams. I mean, even shutting down the other spells of the Night Stalker is very crucial too with the Void. But I mean, when you look back on it, Abaddon is just completely countered by what Bulldog can do. As long as he just gets time dilation off Abaddon in these team fights, doesn't have all the heals to work with, and it's just crippling VP, and it's what looked like potentially an easy game for VP. It's just turning into a game for Alliance to win, because as we talked about earlier, it's Alliance's late game is super scary, especially with all these fight controls, and one good chrono, as we've been seeing, one good chrono just changes the whole complexity of the team fight. So and Bulldog's been hitting them, so.
And we got to be getting nervous now for Virtus Pro. I mean, they hit their stride, they hit their peak. It doesn't get much easier than this moving forward. Only Alliance are going to get that much stronger, but I think Virtus Pro recognize that, and I don't imagine they're going to be backing down anytime soon. But Alliance are already doing their own means of being offensive. Look at this wraparound play. With a huge setup, this could totally decimate Virtus Pro, and they are going to be sweeping in right from behind. Bulldog makes the move in. Loda's going to be first to jump, though. There's the crush. No Fear could be going down. Bulldog, beautiful catch on the 3 with the Chronosphere, and now S4 moves in with the pulse. Static Storm is there on top from Ake. And Alliance have a beautiful head start to this fight. Can Virtus Pro withstand this one? Yoku looking to move in, trying to at least get S4 down. They almost got him. No! They're not going to be able to get him. He walks away. Beautiful glimpse back, and another 5-man wipe. What feels like almost the 3rd straight 5-man wipe for Alliance in this game.
Yeah, that's the problem with VP's lineup. They're kind of forced to play like this, where you're constantly farming or running at heroes because they don't have easy ways to run it or to clear the lanes. So it's like, well, we have to 5-man, else we're not going to be able to farm as effectively as Alliance. And fighting into an Aegis, though, that's, I don't know. And with them having superior, advantage in positioning of the map, because problem with VP, right? You clump up or you're pushing, right? You show your intention. You're gonna push the lane, and then all Alliance have to do is just smoke it behind, and there's element of surprise in Alliance favor, and becoming too easy at this stage of the game for Alliance just a huge Chronosphere.
Yeah.
So I think the way back for VP right now, it's kind of like you kind of have to stall the game and stop running your bodies at them, but I don't think that's VP's vocabulary.
Yeah, that's not Virtus Pro's way of playing. And and you said it right, it almost becomes predictable at this point what they're going to be looking to do. That round 2 play at the top lane, that was when they were hoping to win the game, and they were hoping for getting like an 18-minute GG. Alliance wouldn't suspect them coming back with the mech and with that Doom ready to go, but with that huge hold play that Alliance had, that got them in this game and kept them alive. But Virtus Pro, this is round, 3, 4? They don't care if they get 5-man wiped over and over again. They're going to end this game, and they're going to try to end this series. And, well, they might be able to at least get this tier 3. Aloha Dance, though, going right to borrowed time. Bulldog, go! It's the doomed! No crush for him, but the crush actually comes from Loda. And can they at least get the no fear response? Daxler goes down. This is great for Virtus Pro, though. Bulldog out of the picture could be bad, but that's only his first life. Now comes round 2 for Alliance. Bulldog jumps forward, and I think Virtus Pro, they don't want to hang around to fight. No Fear has no say in the matter, though, because he gets glimpsed right back. And, well, survived. Bulldog is going to catch him, and Aloha Dance under the chrono. They'll get the finish on the No Fear. And now they're going to be looking for more. Yoku caught in a fight with Bulldog up at the north. Both looking to make this move in. Holding now, has the Dragon Lance, catching him from afar. Bulldog, though, with the double kill, continues to have one of the best Void games we've ever seen. Gets a triple kill now. Glimpse back for Aloha Dance. Can you give the man an ultra? Certainly you can. Bulldog doing one hell of a faceless Void game. This one is all him. Props to the Dong Master. Another 5-man wipe for you. He'll finish this game 16-1. My goodness, we're going to game 3.
I mean, it's just one of those situations where, like, VP is potentially they could hold off and try to take this maybe 50-60 minutes and...
8-й, и он нон-стоп двигается у нас по лайнам. Отправился вниз, сейчас же будет второй фраг. Делается cold snap плюс анрей, работает просто великолепно, как часы. Постоянный периодический дэмэдж и постоянные тиканье от... Ох, ёку, пёртый, конечно.